Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic: what useless thing do you excel at? Facial recognition. Some profs from the UK developed a test to study it. I'm in the top 0.1% apparently. I've recognized people I stood in line at a Starbucks beside years later while they were zipping by in a car. I have not found a use for this. Edit, Greenwich University is where the study was done. I'm the same with voices. Not heard your voice in 30 years and randomly call me. Oh hey Bobby. Haha, yeah, that's how it feels visually. I usually use my powers for the opposite and run away to avoid social interaction. I can win a staring contest against anyone. I consecutively beat 6 people without a break. I've held my eyes open for about 10 minutes without blinking. I've made people uncomfortable in every sense of the word. Edit, dumb as shit. I get my first awards and more than 100 upvotes for something useless about myself. I'm gonna mess with a bunch of you now for encouraging my useless behavior. Have you tried contesting a cat? Yes, they always look away. I imagine they don't see me as a challenge. Word searches. FBSUDAK. SUGYISG. FSCCSWY. DAWKASS. GDQVYDH. HESBEOP. UTKLOWU. I don't appreciate being called a dorcas. I used to be a word search demo in elementary school, especially if prizes were involved. Especially if they have those word searches that give you backwards diagonal words, you know it's going to be a banger. I can click my tongue really loudly. I've never met anyone else in my life that can do this. Glad to hear there are others out there. I can do it so loud that I can make other people's ears ring. My nephew can do this. It's ear-splittingly loud. One time he did it and it echoed so loudly it sounded like a bullet being fired. My friend's daughter is like this. It was a natural talent practically from birth. She's only 7 now. I chuckled that it feels like it has to be genetic because she was adopted as an infant but is ethnically Xhosa, which is one of the languages that uses clicks. I can take a shit in under a minute. Edit, why always most upvoted posts need to be about shit or other weird stuff. X reads this during a 15-minute shit. We need more fibber. Same. I never understood people who spend 10s of minutes in the toilet. When I need a poop I'm in and out in a minute or two. I just like the quiet there, no one bothers you, you can contemplate anything in peace. It's a magical time and place. I'm really good at sliding on floors. I'm over 1,000 slides without falling. Just take that old record off the shelf. Identifying make, model and production year of various cars. And saying random words backwards. Okay, so say stun seed backwards. Seed stun. I am also an master in car identification, very useless but it brings me so much joy. You all should join this sub. r/wait is this car. Using my toes lol. I can pick anything up with them. I can even write better with my weak foot better than with my weak hand. I'm pretty sure you could turn that into cash somewhere on the internet. And my hands are the strongest part of my body. I'm like a little ape man. I can clap really fast. Is it fast enough to cook chicken? How fast we talking? No, number. How fast we clapping? I thrive at looking busy at work while doing absolutely nothing. The secret art of the 1970s. Businessman, as I like to call it. Show up on time, open your briefcase full of papers, move them around your desk, attend meetings where you speak in circles, lunch, move papers again, punch out at 5. I would argue this is not a useless skill, especially since most jobs I have had in my life I am given 10 to 20 hours of work to do in a week and I am expected to be there for 40. This is why I am loving working from home. Coming up with nonsense song parodies based on what I'm doing. I do this all the time and sometimes I even impress myself with how good I made the song work. We should all form a club. Haha, I do the same but I usually insert the name of my cat, Rip as of a month ago, into random ass songs. Edit, thank you everyone for the well wishes. I really appreciate it. Knowing the time without having a watch / looking at my phone. I got the same ability and often think of it as accurate guessing of my time usage, like I know if I've done something for an hour or two or if it's been 15 minimum even if the action feels like an eternity. This can actually be trained. Before you check the time, just have a guess what time it is. Over time, lol, your guesses will become more precise. Touching my tongue to my nose, however this has gotten me a free drink at a bar. You know that game where you catch a stack of quarters off your elbow with the same hand? Apparently my dad used to go to bars with no money whatsoever and get his whole bar tab paid by doing this lol. Turns out it doesn't have to be so useless. I used to do this as a kid. Most I caught at once was 18. Now I wonder what I could do as an adult. I read that as useless Excel thing, so my answer is concatenate. TBF concatenations are incredibly useful for when no one field alone works as a key/unique identifier. Flags. I know flags and can describe them from memory. Average r/vexillology user. Retaining loads of absolutely useless information. It's my true talent but a waste of brain power. You must be my long-lost sibling. I too am full of useless information. Information that I drop on unsuspecting people every chance I get. Did you know that astronauts have a small piece of Velcro in their helmet in case they want to scratch their nose? You would make a great med student. Unfortunately, for me it only works with actual useless information. Remembering birthdays. I remember people's birthdays even if I haven't talked to them in over 5 years. Meanwhile I forget my own parents' birthdays. Even worse, I tend to forget how old I am and when my birthday is. Legit, someone asked me how old I am a few days ago. I stood there like an idiot doing quick math for a couple seconds. I am exceptionally great at losing absolutely everything, including memories. Vibrating my eardrums. Wait, is that what's going on when I sort of stress the muscles in my ear/jaw area and hear that weird rumbling sound? Exactly. You're flexing your tensor tympani muscle. This muscle dampens loud sounds and when you flex it, it creates vibration which everyone describes as the rumbling sound. I can control any random boners I get in public. I can make it stop through my sheer force of will. That, and occasionally I draw kinda pretty flowers with my hands. Any random boners in public, even other people's. That's impressive. I can do this by showing my face. You can go from flaccid to erect at a moment's notice. He's doing it right now. Remembering useless and obscure information from video games I've played over 20 years ago. I still remember where Markreek's wife was. Remembering Baron's chat references. Down by the tents right. With the he's around. I was playing Zelda 2 on an emulator when I was 18 or so like 2004. My dad walks by, looks over my shoulder, and says move 5 blocks right and 1 up. And there's the secret cave. We hadn't had the NES even set up in many years. Your dad seems like an epic gamer. Memoizing songs after just listen to them once. That's what I was gonna say. My boyfriend will show me a song for the first time and I can sing along to the second chorus. The only way this would be useful is if we were in theater or something. As a musician this is sometimes useful to me, but in terms of general live it is not. Seriously. I can't even understand half the lyrics on my first listen. Losing my train of thought to the point where I have no memory of how I reached the subject I'm at when I realize it. Edit, for those wondering, I've never been tested for ADHD, and I don't do it by choice. This is impossible for me to not do when I'm high. I get halfway through a sentence, and I'm like, damn it, sorry. It sucks lol. So imagine being high but like, always. I am very efficient at not caring. Are you my husband? Are you my wife? According to my friends I am Nostradamus when it comes to predicting events in TV or movies. It's gotten to the point where my best friend and I will make a game out of it. I can predict a lot of new children's movies. 1. Everything is cool. 2. Everything is bad. 3. Everything is better. Everything is awesome when you're part of a team. My brother can do that. Once he predicted a totally random ending that had nothing to do with the current plot and he was right. And no, he doesn't look it up. Had a buddy go see Apollo 18 in theaters. He said 20 minimum into the movie. Wouldn't it be fucky stupid if the rocks were behind all of it? Sure enough. He stood up in the middle of the theater and yelled, "I fucking called it. My brother predicted the next song in a movie and I have no idea how he did it." He said it just fit the situation the best. Vietnam flashback. They're gonna play Fortunate Son. Fortunate Son plays. OMG, how does he do it? Being able to perfectly recreate facial expressions of other people from memory that they do, that no one else really recognizes until I do an impersonation of them. It's a great party trick that gets lots of laughs, especially if a few people know that person. I can 360 degrees flip a TV remote in one hand and catch it so that it's pointing at the TV again, like 20 plus times in a row. Sounds like you have good remote control.